What's going on, everybody? And welcome to J Sports Seattle. In this video, I'm going to be talking about something that I honestly thought I'd never talk about. I'm going to be talking about the SuperSonics. And I'm not talking about it as in just nostalgia or anything like that. No, no, no. I'm talking about as in the SuperSonics returning to Seattle. Let's get into it. This will be a pretty quick one. So, if you like the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more, in this case, SuperSonics and Seattle sports content. And without further ado, let's get on with the video. So, excuse me. Excuse me, sorry. Um, so, man, yesterday, the NBA Board of Governors held a vote to officially explore expansion in the NBA, and they voted yes. So, with that being said, this is great. And not only are they exploring the expansion of the NBA, they're exploring it to only two places, exclusively two places, Seattle and Las Vegas. So, I'm I'm just I'm blown away. Like when I saw this, I was just hoping and praying that they would say yes to wanting to do this, because the amount of money that they would, that's in these markets is untapped. Especially Seattle, who just won the Super Bowl, and the Mariners, who just came off from a deep playoff run. So Seattle is a sports town, and people, I feel like the NBA knows this, and I feel like the NBA knows the Seattle got robbed of the Supersonics back in 2008. And we deserve to have an NBA team. Seattle deserves to have an NBA team. It's one of the largest sports markets in the country. It needs to have an NBA team. So this is huge. This is a massive development. And obviously, technically speaking, nothing is set in stone. They just voted to explore expansion. They didn't vote to actually say, hey, we're going to have teams here. I mean, this essentially means yes, that's what will happen, but there's still a lot of things that has to happen in order for this to be official. And I mean, with that said, they said that, and it doesn't say here, but I remember reading elsewhere that they were exploring that, assuming that these all goes through, and the teams are bought, and the stadiums are good to go. I would think that they would. I saw that they would be ready by the 2028-2029 season. So, for 2028-29 season. So that would be huge. That would only be 2 years from now. Obviously, I root for the Suns right now, since I live here in Phoenix. But that I've always said from day one, if Seattle gets another team, there is in no way in hell that I would not root for them. Absolutely not. I would always want to root for them. So I'm from Seattle. I have to root for my hometown. So this would be huge, and I'm hoping we'll hear more soon. It's obviously going to take several months for bids to come in, and to have everything finalized. But assuming that happens, we could have an NBA team by the start of next season. Like, officially an NBA team that wouldn't be in next year, but would probably be in the year after. We would have an NBA team, and I would hope we would get the Supersonics back. And I remember you guys saw earlier. This was a few months ago, that the Thunder said that if Seattle were to get another team, get an expansion team, they would cede the history of the Sonics back. So essentially, it would just be the Supersonics coming back, even though it is an expansion. It is, but it isn't at the same time. So that would be huge. That would be massive. And speaking about the bidders, the NBA expects multiple bidders for potential Sonics expansion team, and this is huge because the more bidders that this team has, the better. We want to have demand for this team, because that makes it more likely that this team will be a thing, because multiple people want to have or want in, essentially. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver said during a press conference Wednesday that he expects multiple bidders in Seattle and Las Vegas. Silver also was asked if there's anything more the city of Seattle needs to prove in order to land an expansion team. I don't think it's about anything specific that the city of Seattle needs to do. We have strong business partners there. I travel there frequently. The WNBA Storm have had great success in Seattle. It's just a wonderful market, and on top of that, enormous economic growth around technology. So that's basically Adam Silver saying Seattle's going to get another team because this is, it's a huge upside. It's still a growing city. It's over 800,000 people last time I checked. 10 years ago, there was just over 700,000 people. So it's still a growing city, even if it's incrementally. And that's great to see. I mean, you want to put sports teams where there are growing cities. It's just simple as that. I mean, someone who took sports business and has a degree in sports business, that's sports business 101 essentially. So that's what you want to see. And, if we get them back, that means 2028-29 season, the 2028-29 season would be the first time Seattle has had NBA basketball in 2 decades. So huge, and we need to, be patient and, just hopefully everything turns out right. We have the right owner wants to buy the team, and hopefully that happens because that would be huge. The Seahawks, the Mariners, the Kraken, and the Sonics, the SuperSonics. Obviously, you don't want to forget about the Sounders. You don't want to forget about the Storm. But obviously, the NBA, NHL, MLB, and NFL are all the top. They're considered the top 4 in the U.S. So that means we would have I think we would be one of 12 cities, 10 or 12 cities, to have all 4 major sports in the team or in the city. So that would be huge. And man, please, I've been begging. I've had it. I'm gonna go back to the SuperSonics logo. Starting this video, I'm putting the SuperSonics logo back in my intro videos. I've had requests to take it down in the past because of how painful it is, and I was like, you know what? Yes, it's still painful to me. So I took it out and put the Sounders instead, even though I don't really cover the Sounders. I don't think I've made a single video on the Sounders, but it's to complete the quadfecta, if you will. But now that this is happening, and it's very, very likely that the SuperSonics are coming back to Seattle, I'm putting the SuperSonics logo back in my intro video. So I knew I was speaking it into existence when I kept it in there, but I had it. You guys wanted it. Some of you guys wanted it down, and I took it down. So, but we are potentially back, and this would be massive. I mean, this Seattle NBA. This would be huge. We need it back. We need it back in Seattle. So this would be massive. But yeah, this is just a quick video since this is really all that we know about. We just know that the NBA Board of Governors and the owners approved to explore expansion and basically approved expansion. So we just have to be patient and see what happens and see what the next steps are. And that could, like I said, take several months. So, like I said, that's all I have for this video. If you like the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more SuperSonics and Seattle sports content. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good day. And go Hawks, go Mariners, go Kraken, and go SuperSonics.